This is my 10th straight episode. I need a vacation. On today's broadcast, a serious security flaw impacts 2/3 of the internet. How this may affect the information you store online. Betterment announces the launch of an institutional platform. Will they start winning turnkey asset management business from advisors? And learn how a new integration between Redtail and Riskalyze will help you monitor client portfolios to keep them in line with your client's risk tolerance. So get ready, FPPad Bits and Bytes begins now. Hey everyone, I'm Bill Winterberg, and thank you for joining me for this week's Technology News broadcast. Today's episode is brought to you by Wealthbox CRM. Wealthbox is a collaborative, social, and outrageously simple CRM for financial advisors. Sign up for a free trial today by visiting fppad.com/wealthbox. Leading off this week's broadcast is news of a critical security flaw in a web browser encryption standard called OpenSSL, in use by an estimated 2/3 of all the servers connected to the internet. To summarize, the flaw, called Heartbleed, allows an attacker to use messages called heartbeats to trick a server into passing along sensitive information from its memory, which could include account passwords or the server's private encryption keys. When hackers get access to that information, really bad things can happen. So what can you do in response to the Heartbleed vulnerability? In all honesty, not too much. Assume the worst case scenario that an attacker has compromised your online passwords, so consider updating your passwords for affected websites to one that's longer and more difficult to crack. You should also activate multi-factor authentication for any service where it's supported. Several links about the Heartbleed flaw, as well as a list of services that support multi-factor authentication, is included in this week's top stories, so make sure you visit fppad.com/128 for more information. Next is an update from the online investment advice category, as this week Betterment revealed plans to introduce an institutional version of its technology to financial advisors. In a fascinating report, RIA Biz detailed how plans for Betterment Institutional were made public this week at the Tiburon CEO Summit in New York, as Betterment CEO John Stein and new Betterment partner and investor Steve Lockshin, known for founding Fortigent and Convergent Wealth Advisors, were both in attendance. The soon-to-be-released offering from Betterment takes direct aim at existing turnkey asset management platforms, or TAMPs, which include well-known names like SEI, Envestnet, Adhesion, and even Fortigent itself, with an ultra-low-cost offering of around 35 basis points all in. Cutthroat pricing isn't the only attraction of Betterment Institutional, as both advisors and clients will likely benefit from access to Betterment's slick online dashboards and mobile app support for Android and iPhone. So if you've considered outsourcing your investment management and reporting to a TAMP, Betterment Institutional will be a solution that deserves your close attention over the next coming months. And finally, rounding out this week's update is news of a new integration between Redtail technology and Riskalyze. Redtail, known for its CRM, email, and imaging solutions, now synchronizes client assets with Riskalyze, a client risk tolerance assessment tool and my pick for best client-facing technology of 2013, all on a nightly basis. In the other direction, Riskalyze updates client risk scores based on synchronized account information and pushes them, along with the client risk numbers, over to the client's profile in Redtail CRM. This is a time-saving upgrade, as users of both solutions will no longer have to switch manually back and forth to keep assets or risk numbers up to date. For more details on the integration, as well as the rest of the stories covered in this week's broadcast, visit fppad.com/128 for the links. Remember, Bits and Bytes exist because of the support of our sponsors, so be sure to visit Wealthbox CRM to see how social activity streams can improve the efficiency of your business. Sign up for a free trial today by visiting fppad.com/wealthbox. Are you using multi-factor authentication to protect your online accounts? Do you think Betterment will gain any traction as a TAMP for advisors? I want to know. Send me a message on Twitter using @BillWinterberg or search for me on Google+. For FPPad.com, I'm Bill Winterberg. See you next time. 10 episodes in a row? I can't possibly. I'm going to lose my mind. That deserves your close attention over the next couple. I can't say coming months. There we go. Yes! All right, I forgot my sunglasses. All right, that's way better.